Hey, powerful ones, and welcome to the Power Plan with Tashara. I am your host, author, and speaker, Tashara TJ Robinson, and I am here to educate, encourage, and edify you on your life's journey. I so appreciate you stopping by my channel today. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And while you're there, don't forget to hit that bell notification. That way, every time I drop a new video, you will be the first to know. So I appreciate you stopping by today on the Power Plan. Did you know that you are what you think? You are what you think all day long. So a little background about who I am and why I decided to start this channel, The Power Plan. Again, my name is Tashara TJ Robinson, and I am an author and speaker. I was a married stay-at-home mother of 4 beautiful children. I was married for 19 years, and I was at home with our 4 beautiful children for 17 years. I am now a divorced, single working mother of 4. I've been divorced now 4 years. Throughout that transition, I learned so much about myself, so much, really just about myself. I believe the first lesson I learned during that transition was I was looking outside of myself so much for wisdom, encouragement, and guidance outside of me. I realized that was my first mistake. So what I started doing is I started journaling right before I got the divorce or filed for divorce, through the divorce, and even afterwards, right? I started journaling all of these thoughts and feelings. And while I was doing that, I was listening to so many YouTube videos about how the mind works and thinking and positive thinking, so much stuff, right? So I started journaling. And then as a result of the journaling, I would make these positive sayings on all of my social media platforms. I would either copy them from someone else's social media, or I could just I would come up with my own, just from my own soul, like, hey, this is what I'm thinking about, right? So I did that for several months, and then I said, I think I want to write a book. So I did. I've actually written 2 books. The first book is Power Moms, and it actually is a compilation book with 12 other mothers. The full title is Power Moms: Persevere, Overcome, Win, Empower, and Restore. 12 stories of moms who found their power to win. I love this book, one, because it was the first result of me saying, hey, I want to do this, write a book. And bam, it's here. So it is 12 chapters of moms from different backgrounds, different experiences, all in one book. I know this particular book would be an encouragement to so many, not only mothers, but I think anyone who's gone through any type of transition would benefit from this book. So I'll be sure to include the link in the description below on how you can purchase that book. Now, I've always wanted to write my own book, so I did. In September of 2018, my book, From Pitiful to Powerful, was released on Amazon. From Pitiful to Powerful is here. And I will also leave the link in the description below on how to purchase that book. This book for me was a plan of action on how do I move from pitiful to powerful. This book is it. So you want to get that book, because each time you listen to one of my videos and you have this book alongside you, you will see how it all works together. Now, I am one who does a lot of repetition, because I do believe the foundational principle of learning is repetition. How did you learn your alphabet? How did you learn how to multiply? How did you learn how to divide? You learned it through repetition. How did you learn how to speak? How did you learn a new language? You learned by repetition. You had to get in there and do it, practice it over and over and over. So many of my videos will be repetitious, and that is by design, because I want this to seep into your soul, your subconscious mind, so that it can become a part of who you are. So on today's video, we're going to talk about you are what you think. That sounds very flippant, very airy-fairy, very philosophical, but we're going to break it down today. Okay. So the first lesson I had to learn when I was going through my divorce was I realized that I had not been engaged at all for many, many years. Meaning I felt like I was going on autopilot. I allowed my mind to just kind of wander on any and every thought that it wanted to. I wasn't very diligent on what I allowed into my mind. I would just kind of watch anything, read anything, and then just kind of let my mind go, just kind of like a boat on a sea, just kind of adrift, right? That was the first lesson that I learned that as I went through this transition was, Tashara, be aware of what you were thinking. So that's step one. Be aware of what thoughts you are actually dwelling on. How do you do that? I'm also a personal trainer. And one of the first assignments I give my personal training clients is to keep a food diary. You are going to write down everything you put in your mouth for at least 3 days. If it's half a cup of water, if it's a 2-liter gallon or 2-liter bottle of Coke, write it down. Everything that goes in your mouth, write it down. I actually got this tip from my aunt many, many years ago. When it comes to managing your money, write down everything you spend. 50 cents for an Almond Joy, $1.25 at Whataburger, $30 at Amazon. Write down everything you are spending. Write down everything you are eating. Why are we doing this? Is it punishment? Not at all. It is to bring to your conscious level what you are doing, what you're eating, what you're spending, and here, what you are thinking. So that's your homework. For 3 days, I want you to write down what are those consistent thoughts that keep bubbling up. Either I'm not this, I'm not that, or I'm amazing, or not. I don't care what it is. Write it down. Just get you a loose leaf journal or spiral notebook. Write down those thoughts that you are consistently thinking about. What are we doing? What is the purpose of this exercise? Is it to punish you? No. It is to bring to your awareness, oh, I'm always thinking about how someone does me wrong, or I'm always thinking about what I can't do, whatever. Or I'm always thinking about how blessed I am. What are you thinking about? Okay, so that's step one. We're talking about you are what you think, right? So the first step is we are going to become consciously aware of the thoughts that are going through our mind, okay? Step two, why are we doing this? Because we want to know the root of why we're feeling what we are feeling. Okay, now, in my book, From Pitiful to Powerful, I go through the whole process. I'm calling it the life cycle of an action, okay? I go through the whole process of thoughts, how thoughts affect our feelings, how our feelings affect our beliefs, how our beliefs affect our actions, how our actions give us consequences, and how that process starts all over again. This is a process that we go through in life every day, and the process happens so quickly that you don't even know it's happening, okay? But we are going to do some baby steps through this process, this whole principle of I am what I think all day long. So step one is you're going to write down all those thoughts for 3 days. What are you thinking about? What does your mind land on all the time on a consistent basis? Write that down. Step two, now you're going to step back and you're going to become aware and go, this is why I'm feeling this way. Because this is what my mind has been dwelling on. So now you are going to be aware now of the thoughts that you've allowed your mind to just kind of wander on, okay? What this does for us, it gets us out of this sleepwalking, unengaged mode. You are now the driver. You are now in the driver's seat of what you're thinking about, right? You would not get in a car and just press the gas and let the steering wheel do what it wanted to do. Of course you wouldn't do that. You would have your hand on the steering wheel and you would tell it where to go. You're the master. You're the master of that car. Guess what? You are also the master of these thoughts. You get to decide what you are dwelling on. So, hands are now on these thoughts. Now you realize, going through step one, going through step two, you realize, I've just been hopping in the car every day, pressing the gas, letting my thoughts do what it wants to do. Not anymore. Your hands are now on the steering wheel of your thoughts. So if you see your thoughts going, oh, I'm not, I can't, I'm too old, I'm too this, you're going to bring it back. You're going to bring it back. Now, so step one, you understand, you've written that journal, 3 days worth of, these are my thoughts. This is what I consistently think about. Step two, you've decided, You've concluded, this is why I keep feeling this way because this is what I keep thinking. Step 3, most important step to me. How do we change it? I understand we love to talk about what is. The world is full of isness. This is what it is, what it's not, how good it is, how bad it is. That's fine. But as the older I get, I have a threshold. Okay, this is what it is. Now what are we going to do about it? I don't want to sit here and talk about what is all day. How can I change it? That has just always been my bent, my natural tendency. Okay, we can sit here and complain all day. What are we going to do? This is what we're going to do when it comes to step 3. You now understand that you have the power over your thoughts. So step 3 is you are going to change these thoughts. Now, if you realize and conclude that, hey, I've been thinking some pretty consistently positive, uplifting, life-giving thoughts, good for you. You don't have to do too much changing. Maybe you could just add to it. And you've concluded that, hey, this is why I'm feeling pretty good about life, about myself, whatever. But if you have concluded that, this is why I'm feeling either dejected or sad or defeated, you can now see you've done your own analysis. This is why I'm feeling this way. Now you get to change it. Step 3, you are going to change your consistent thoughts through affirmations. I know. You think affirmations, oh, Tashara, here you go again with these affirmations. Hey, first of all, you have to try it. I mean, I can only share with you my own results and experience, and which is why I created this channel. It is to educate, encourage, and edify you, but really, I want you to do it for yourself. You can see the results after you keep a food diary, right? If you keep a food diary for 3 days, you realize, I've been eating a lot more sugar or fat or too many calories. Now I get to change it. How do you change what you eat? You make a food plan. You make a menu. You connect with a nutritionist. You look up some menu plans online, right? And then you go about changing what you put in your mouth. How do you go about changing? You made the diary on what you spend your money on. I keep mine on a spreadsheet. I spend too much money eating out. So what do I need to do? Maybe make a meal plan and cook more at home. Simple things. The same thing with your thoughts. I've been thinking too many life-sucking thoughts. Okay, this is why I'm feeling this way. Now I'm getting to change it. And you change it through affirmations. An affirmation is nothing more than a statement stated in the positive affirmative that actually describes a character trait that you want to develop or nurture, period. And it is extremely important that you state these affirmations in the positive present tense. I am. We're going to have a whole video on I am. Woo! Those affirmations need to start with I am. All right. So if you look at your spiral and you say, I've really been thinking a lot of dejecting, defeated thoughts. Okay. This is why I'm feeling this way. One affirmation, suggested affirmation could be, I am happy. I am whole. I am well. I am surrounded by loved ones. I am radiant health. I am grateful for the job that I have. Do that for you could just do 10 affirmations. Notice how you feel, period. I understand that sometimes feelings can be, they can be dismissed as not as important. But if you're honest with yourself, you know how powerful the negative feelings are. You do. And we've just unpacked how you get those negative feelings by those consistent thoughts. So why not use this power that we have, the power of thinking, the power of those thoughts affecting how I feel? Why not use that same power to lift you up? Because it does give you energy to move forward. If I wanted to, I could lay in the bed all day and think about all the wrongs that happened in my marriage, or when I was a child, what my mama did and didn't do, what my daddy did and didn't do, what cousins did. I could. I would be using this power of thought and my power of feelings to literally bring me down. Been there, done that. Not fun. And I'm sure you have too. So now I realize, you know what? I do have some power. I can use the same power to bring me down. I can use it to lift me up. And that's what I do. So I've made a lot of good decisions in the past as well. I can start there. Hey, I'm surrounded by loved ones. Hey, I'm grateful for my job. I'm grateful that I went to college. I'm grateful for my supportive parents. I'm grateful for my loved ones. I'm grateful for my healthy children. I'm doing the same thing, but just in a positive, edifying manner versus a negative, dejecting manner. Do you see? It's really just a choice. And I'm asking you to try this for yourself today. Step one, you are going to write down every thought that you are thinking. Okay? You're just going to bring to your conscious level of awareness, oh, this is what I keep thinking all the time. And this is why I keep feeling this way, right? Step two, you're going to step back. I said that just a second ago. You're going to step back and go, this is why I'm feeling this way, because this is what I keep allowing my mind to just wander on. Step three, you are going to put your hands on the steering wheel of your thoughts, okay? And you're going to consciously direct them now. And you're going to do that through affirmations, okay? You can start with something as simple as that list that you made in step one, okay? Start with that list. If you notice I keep thinking that I'm not good enough, how about step one, I am good enough, period. That's a simple affirmation. Period. Start with that list you made in step one. What I'm not able to do. I'm too old, whatever. Too fat, too skinny, too light, too dark, too rich, too poor. Start with that list and change it to a positive affirmative. I am good enough. I am always at the right place at the right time. I am attracting wonderful opportunities. I am valuable to the marketplace today at my current age and my current level of experience. Period. Now, step four really is you're going to manage that. You are going to, as the old folks used to say, you're going to abide in this spirit. You're going to stay right here. If you see that your thoughts are veering off to the left, to the right, put the hands on the steering wheel and come on back. Okay? You're going to stay here. You're going to stay in this I am mode. Okay? Again, your mind may wander off to the left or to the right, but if you understand, oh, I have power, I get to choose this, put that hand on that steering wheel and come on back. Now, we have just discussed that you are what you think, period. We have also analyzed, hey, what do I think? What am I allowing my mind to think about? Two, we've discovered that, this is why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, because I allow my mind to just wander off. Three, we figured out a way to change that through affirmations. And four, we have decided that we're going to stay in this place of I am. I am good enough. I'm at the right place at the right time. I am attracting new opportunities. I'm attracting loyal, loving people in my circle. I am radiant health. Try that on for size every day when you wake up and feel for yourself how energetic you feel and how you want to roll up your sleeves for the day and go, okay, you know what? I can do this. I was made for this. I appreciate you stopping by today, The Power Plan with Tashara. Don't forget to buy the book From Pitiful to Powerful. Again, I will leave the description below. That is a perfect segue even to this video, this book, and I think you would definitely benefit from the information in the book. Thanks again for your time. I wish you continued power. And remember, you are as powerful as you choose to be.